Hey there, Walt here from WaltInPA, and today we're going to talk about these Hearprotek Motorcycle Ear Plugs. If you'd like to learn more and to enter for a chance to win a pair of your very own, stick around. So I've spent the last 20 plus years in the woodworking industry where being around loud noises and loud machinery was commonplace. So the thought of wearing earplugs while riding my motorcycle, well, that just seemed like too little too late. That all changed earlier on this season when a friend of mine recommended giving it a try. And ever since, I've been a huge proponent of wearing earplugs while riding my motorcycle. It's been roughly 6,000 miles since I started, and I've had tremendous luck with them. I no longer get headaches while riding long distances, and I seem far less fatigued now than when I was dealing with all of that ambient wind noise in my helmet. As great as disposable earplugs have been for me up until this point, there's one big drawback, and that is they're disposable. After the end of the ride, you pull them out of your ears, you throw them in the trash, and the cycle continues. The next time you go, you grab a new pair. So there's a high level of turnover there when it comes to disposable foam earplugs. And this is exactly why I reached out to the WaltInPA YouTube community and asked for recommendations on non-disposable earplugs that I could use long term. The community was fantastic. They gave me a variety of suggestions for earplugs that I could purchase. But before I could make a purchase, I had someone from Hearprotek reach out and contact me. So full disclosure here, these Hearprotek earplugs that I have for review were provided to me free of charge in exchange for a review. Now, I did explain to them that in doing so, they were going to get my full, honest opinion, good, bad, or indifferent. So this is my take on the Hearprotek motorcycle earplugs. So when wearing earplugs on a motorcycle, the very first question that most people ask is, are they comfortable? Are Hearprotek motorcycle earplugs comfortable? Because let's be honest, if they aren't, we just won't wear them, no matter how good they are. I'm happy to report that Hearprotek motorcycle earplugs are very comfortable. They are made of a silicone material and they provide you with two different size plugs. So in effect, your package of earplugs comes with two sets of earplugs. You have a large and a small, and the differences between the two are simply the diameter of the plug itself. Now, unlike foam earplugs that expand in your ear canal, the Hearprotek earplugs have this barbed or pleated style design to them. So they go in your ear, the pleats get pressed down, and then it kind of prevents them from working their way back out, or it's supposed to prevent them from working their way back out. So in addition to having two different sizes in the package, they also provide you with two sets of interchangeable filters. The website claims 23 and 26 decibel reduction. My package, on the other hand, says 19 and 17 decibel reduction. I'm not entirely sure which one is correct, but they're color-coded. So the lesser decibel reduction is red, the higher decibel reduction is black, and you can place either filter in either size earplug to sort of customize the fit and level of noise reduction that you're going to experience. So I've been wearing these for a couple of weeks now, and the longest ride that I've gone on wearing the Hearprotek motorcycle earplugs has been about 2.5 hours. And in that 2.5 hour time frame, I never found these to be unpleasant or uncomfortable in my ear. In general, I'm pretty happy with the level of comfort that I'm getting out of my Hearprotek silicone earplugs. So next to comfort, I think the most important thing is how well do they work? Do they actually block wind noise in your helmet? So as I mentioned, the Hearprotek earplugs come with two different filters. In my case, I believe it's a 17 decibel filter and a 19 decibel filter. They're interchangeable. I use the smaller size plug with the higher decibel rating filter, and they do a pretty decent job of blocking out wind noise. My helmet isn't the quietest in the world, but the earplugs do a really good job of dampening a lot of that noise. So not only does it dampen the rumble of the wind noise, but it also allows other noise to come through. It's sounds of traffic around you. It's easy to hear sirens, horns. If you're wearing a Bluetooth comm system, it's very easy to hear the comm system over the earplug. All in all, I think they work pretty well. So if you purchase a set of Hearprotek motorcycle earplugs, one of the things you may wonder is how do you install them? Now, I realize that if you're watching this video, you're going to say, well, duh, you just jam the thing in your ear and you're good. But one of the things that I see, especially having been in the wood industry, around the construction industry, is that a lot of times people just tend to take the earplug and jam it in their ear and call it a day. But that's actually not how you get the most out of your earplugs. So for me, I'll take the Hearprotek earplug, which has a tiny little tab on it, pinch it between my thumb and index finger so that my index finger is resting on the back of the plastic filter. I will reach up over top of my head, lift my ear to open the ear canal, and insert. Press in until it's comfortable. Let it go. Your ear canal will kind of settle back down around the earplug, and you are in good shape. For me, I like to have that little tab barely just stick out of my ear. It makes it easy to grab a hold and gently pull it out when I'm ready to remove them. And of course, you repeat the process for the other side. Other hand over your head, earplug in. So caring for your silicone earplugs is actually really easy. I like to use a microfiber cloth and simply wipe them down to get any earwax residue off of the earplug. Again, because these are not disposable, they will get dirty over time, and you may want to wipe them down before they get kind of gnarly. If they do get gnarly, the easiest thing to do, in my experience, is to remove the filter, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute, and use a very small amount of Dawn dish soap, some sort of mild detergent, and warm water, and basically just kind of remove the filter and then massage the earplug into your palm. Because they're silicone, they'll move all over the place. You'll get that detergent into all the nooks and crannies. And then rinse very well, pat dry with the same microfiber cloth that you use to typically wipe them down. And I use microfiber just because it doesn't leave a lint residue behind. And then I like to leave them sit for 15-20 minutes to dry out. Now, when you remove the filter, there becomes a pocket inside of the silicone. And my concern was to make sure that everything inside that pocket was dry. Otherwise, it just seems like it's a breeding ground for mold. If you take the plastic earplug and immediately put it back in, I think you're trapping the moisture in there, and I don't know, it just, in my opinion, whether it's true or not, it just seems like a great opportunity to develop mold inside the earplug. So I either like to let them sit out and dry for 15-20 minutes, or you could hit them with some compressed air, not too much, and dry that pocket out, and they're ready to go. So removing the filter on your Hearprotek motorcycle earplugs is pretty simple. So this entire earplug is silicone based. The filter inside is just a little plastic housing with what looks like a paper filter material down inside. And to remove it, all you're doing is taking one side of the filter, pinching it between index finger and thumb, do the same for the other side, and then just sort of pull back and press the middle, and the filter will pop right out. Now, one thing to note, this is silicone, and when you start pinching and pulling and pressing, it generates a little bit of stored energy in the earplug, and it is very easy to shoot this tiny little filter across the room, and it makes it an adventure trying to find this little earplug. So be careful when you take it out. It's very easy. Don't concern yourself with ripping the silicone. It's pretty durable stuff, and you're not going to tear it as long as you're not like hulking on the thing, really yanking it. And to install the filter, we're just going to take the skinny end with the shoulder, place it into the earplug, and press, and that's it. You may need to massage the silicone around the filter to get it to seat properly. Once it's seated, that's it, ready to go. The red filter, the lower decibel filter, looks identical to the 19 decibel filter or the higher decibel filter, and as I said earlier, the same filter will go in either set of earplugs. Removal is the same, installation is the same. Nice, simple, easy process. So the next thing I want to talk about is the accessories, or what comes inside your box of Hearprotek motorcycle earplugs. So as I already said, you get two different sizes of earplug, a small and a large. You get two different filters, a low and a high. Again, there's variation between the packaging and the Hearprotek website. It's either 17 decibel and 19 decibel reduction or 23 decibel and 26 decibel reduction. You will also get a silicone neck cord or lanyard. They snap over top of the earplugs. It is entirely silicone. Personally, I find that accessory to be useless. I wear a full face helmet, so having a cord go from my ear down around my neck, it just gets in the way taking the helmet on and off. And because it's silicone, the cheek pad material will grab a hold of it and it just pulls it right back out of your ears. I don't use the silicone neck cord. However, if you wore a half helmet, something that didn't cover your ears or make contact with the side of your head, I think that it would be a handy little thing to have. But in my case, or if you're using a full-faced helmet, I really don't think it's all that useful. It's just one more thing in the box. And lastly, they come with a small aluminum travel case. It's aluminum, it's threaded on the end. It's got a small little rubber O-ring to keep the threads from backing out from vibrations on your motorcycle. It does have a small spring-loaded clip on the end, so you can easily clip these onto your keys, you can clip them onto your backpack, clip them onto any other accessory you may have, and keep these with you at all times. Now, one thing that I would say, if your motorcycle has a key up at the handlebars, such as my MT-09 or my Ninja 400, I would not recommend attaching this to your key ring, just because being up there near the handlebars, there's a lot of vibration, and this aluminum canister will definitely cause damage to your paint. Fortunately, I haven't had that issue, but I have seen it come up in multiple online reviews, reading up on the Hearprotek earplugs. So, again, just be very careful using this on your keyring if it is anywhere near paint or a piece of metal that could be damaged. So, for my opinion on the Hearprotek motorcycle earplugs, I think that they are a quality product. They work well, they feel comfortable, and I really like having a permanent solution for earplugs that I can easily clip onto my backpack and make sure that I have with me at all times. You know, as I said at the beginning, I've been using foam earplugs for quite some time before I got my Hearproteks, and you know, you always have to, you stick them in a pocket, you go somewhere, so they fall out of your pocket. So it's nice having a little travel canister. It just makes it handy. Now, as far as how well they work, I didn't find a huge difference between the 17 and 19 decibel filters. And even though they did a pretty good job, I think that my foam earplugs, I use Howard Light, Max Light earplugs, the little green guys. And I believe they have a decibel rating of 30. They work far better than the Hearprotek earplugs. Now, that's not to say that the Hearproteks are bad, or that I don't recommend them, or that I wouldn't use them. It's just that depending on what you're accustomed to, I'm just accustomed to a lot more noise reduction. Another mild issue that I had with my Hearproteks is after long rides, because they're kind of barbed and they don't expand in your ear, I did run into a case or two where the earplug started to back out on me, and when I took my helmet off, the earplug was practically hanging out of my ear. I think there's a really simple solution for that, and if Hearprotek were taking suggestions to improve their product, I would recommend some sort of texture on the earplug itself to help bind to the ear and be less prone to popping out. And lastly, some higher filters, just so that those of us that enjoy having much less noise in their helmet could do that with a simple filter replacement. Again, the 17 and 19 filters in my package work very well at reducing a lot of wind noise, but I'm used to a lot more, and I've become comfortable having a lot less noise in my helmet. So having higher rated filters would be a benefit to someone like myself. So if the Hearprotek motorcycle earplugs sound like something you'd like to try, head on down to the video description and click on my affiliate link to purchase a set for yourself. I believe these run about $17.95, and again, you get the travel case, neck cord, 2 different size earplugs, 2 different size filters, and all in all, I think they're a really good product, and I think that they're priced fairly. So at the beginning of this video, I mentioned that you had the opportunity to win a pair of Hearprotek motorcycle earplugs. To do that, head on down to the video description down below and click on the link. That will take you to WaltInPA.com, where you can see all of the details and specifics. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do me a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe. As always, ride safe, and I will catch you in the next one.